Hi, we're here at CES 2010 at the Shuttle press conference, where Shuttle has just announced that they're making a standard that hopefully should change the way people buy laptops going forward. They have made a standardization where you can buy a laptop, not have to worry about what's inside of it. I mean, obviously aside from making sure that you get what you want, but you will now change your focus from the components to the chassis. Okay? This will be available, according to Shuttle, in everything from 10 all the way up to 17-inch, your standard gaming laptop, and possibly beyond. So what you will do is choose a chassis that fits your needs, most comfortable, attractive, size, weight, and then 2 or 3 years down the road, it doesn't meet your needs, it's not fast enough, not playing the games you want, you can upgrade it without having to worry about what's inside of it, because the new components will fit it because of a new standard. Here we are with Nick from Shuttle, who's going to tell us a little bit more about this platform.
So for the standardization, it's meant to improve local OEMs, but not just that, the consumer. As you mentioned before, once you choose your own ID and you're happy with it, eventually you'll be able to just keep it. Think about it this way, you buy a $2,000 PC, later on, you can just upgrade the insides. And you don't have to get frustrated at the fact that, you know, I spent too much money and then after a year, it's basically discontinued or obsolete technology.
So tell me, Nick, you know, I'm a gamer, and I have for years, unfortunately, avoided buying a gaming laptop because I wasn't sure that it was going to, you know, go out of style here in a year or two. And unfortunately, gaming laptops are usually pretty damn expensive. So I buy a laptop. I choose my NVIDIA or Asus video card that is, you know, going to work the best for me. And then, let's say 2 years go by. Now I can't play the latest game, Crisis at, you know, 1900 by 1600. I need a new motherboard.
Well, actually you don't. There's 2 different ways you can do it. With our standard, you can actually replace the motherboard like a desktop, that's one. Okay. But because of the technologies we've incorporated, one of them is called GXT Mini, which is an external video card for a notebook. You plug that in, put in your own desktop video card, and you have the performance you need, all with one little device.
Well, that is awesome because, as we all know, games are much more dependent on video than they are on your CPU and subsystem. So now I can buy one video card for my desktop and have it work for my laptop as well. Will the connection work in my desktop?
The connection will work for the notebooks only at this time, but we plan to adapt it to desktops as well, so you can use it as the external device.
So I buy one device, one video card, and I can use it across both platforms?
You should be able to in the future, yes.
Awesome. Let's say my battery dies. We all know the battery dies after a year or two. Let's say the battery dies. What do I do?
Well, because it is a standard, most of the batteries will be standardized. You can easily replace it by an upgrade. Either by the 3-cell, 6-cell, or even 9-cell.
Do I have to go back to the same person I bought the laptop from?
You don't have to go to the same person. Because it is standard, many vendors will be carrying around those batteries.
That is absolutely awesome. Okay, hard drive, same, optical drive.
Pretty much everything is standard.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about anything besides the screen and just swap all the components out.
Just take care of your notebook and everything's good.
Is this going to be something that I, as an enthusiast, could do at home? I mean, you know, I've taken apart laptops at home. Could I do this myself, or am I going to need something special?
Well, you probably could. The difference is, I don't know about a consumer, but the best part is they could probably take it into a local shop. Anyone that can deal with a desktop can pretty much deal with these. It's only basic screws in the back, take them off, the whole cover comes off. Motherboard's pretty much like a standard motherboard, you take it out, put the new one in.
Just so our readers know, that these are obviously, you know, prototype samples. They may or may not come with clear backs. I mean, we're poking Nick to make the clear backs. I want one of these. This screams geek delight to me. But really, what we have here, I like this one. I'm a brushed aluminum fan, but you know, I know a lot of people that love the slick interior.
Yeah, slick, slim. The best part is it's slim as well. So not just because we created a standard, you're going to think you're going to have a thicker notebook. Actually, these are pretty thin notebooks.
And this is a standard that you guys are creating?
It's a standard that we've created.
So does that mean that in a year's time, all of these notebooks that are going to be this standard are going to be Shuttle branded, or am I going to see this by other brands?
Actually, we don't plan to brand them Shuttle at this time. What we're working on is working with local OEMs to have them branded other brands. So for the U.S. market, you might see eventually smaller brands out there like XBC, whatever it is.
And we're not talking about just your standard laptops. I mean, these are going to be performance platforms as well as your consumer devices.
We'll have a wide range. We're starting off with mainstream and lower end, and we're moving up from there.
Very, very cool. Where do you plan on taking this? Where do you see this in a year's time?
I see it across everywhere. I see everyone implementing it.
I wouldn't be surprised to see guys like Dell and HP see your device as something that they need to have. They got to go to you to get the rights to do it.
Well, the thing is, we already have several partners that we're working with. If Dell and HP would like to join on, we're setting up basically a Shuttle qualified program, making them qualified to provide the quality and services that we require for them to offer this.
Very cool. So you guys are going to make sure that we're not just going to get something that somebody kind of just threw in the case. There's going to be some quality that went into it.
No weird jobs like low-end budget ones. They have to meet a certain standard before it gets made.
Okay, now I can just hear my reader screaming at me right now. Tell me that I'm going to be able to play games on it.
You should be able to play games, not a problem. Some of these Calpella with discrete graphics, you throw in your NVIDIA graphics card, you got it.
Very cool. Tell me that I'm going to be able to see some of these that are super high-end platforms that are going to be your bling-bling devices.
Possibly, most likely, yeah.
Cool.
Probably will.
Well, I think my readers can't wait to see it. I know the consumers can't wait to see it. I mean, you don't have to spend another $2,000 on another laptop. I mean, you just go and spend, half that or less, or a fraction of that, to replace the component that you need to upgrade, and you're done. This is awesome. Nick, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
And you guys can look forward to seeing a little bit more news on this later on our website. Stay tuned.